What's up, guys? Time to show off another one of the Kraken builds that's on the ETA 6497 clone movement. These are a little bit larger builds, so my normal builds are like 41.5. This is a 44, but technically, if you count the crown guard, it puts it out there about 50. But since this is removable, it is only considered to be a 44. So this is a Panerai style case. As you can see, it has an AR coated blue glass in there, sapphire glass. Makes for a very cool look on the Kraken itself. So that is a bronzed Kraken. Did it in like a blue, like a very light blue paint, and then baked it, and that's how it cooked, and then pipped it. So that's the build. It's in a brushed case. Exhibition case back on here. This is a wind movement with a 50+ hour power reserve on it. So this is not an automatic. This is a completely just a wind movement. And this is on a 24 down to 22 suede Kraken branded strap with a brushed buckle and silver pointer handset in there. So that is the build. So with these builds, since this just has a tiny gasket, it's held in with pressure. I think that's why the water resistance on these things is so small. I don't think it has anything to do with the glass or the case back. I think it has something to do with this is just pressure. It's not a screw down crown, it is a pressure crown. So I would say that is why it is only like, what, 5 ATM or something like that, something small. But how you wind these, if you notice, this lever right here comes down and it puts pressure against the crown in here. So what you'll do is you'll, might be a little tight at first, but man, it is a little tight, but it'll wear itself down. That holds pressure against that. Relieve that pressure and you can wind. Wind is only one direction. It is turning away from you. And with that crown guard there, you can can only see a little bit of the crown here and a little bit of the crown here. So your range of motion in winding it is only, what, third of a turn, quarter of a turn, half a turn, somewhere in there. Okay, but the good news is you got a 50-hour power reserve on that. So you can sit here and wind it, keep winding, keep winding, keep winding. And you can overwind it, but you don't have to worry about it because once you can't wind it anymore, it will stop. So we'll get there. What it'll do is it will kind of push up a little bit, and you'll feel it getting tighter, and then it will kind of kick back on you. Oh, there it is. I don't know if you can tell. It's coming back down. So there's fully wound. Pull it out to the one and only click. And see how it fits right there in that crown guard. So it's completely guarded there. You can now set your time. That's it. Pretty simple. Okay, Google, what time is it?
It's 4:58 p.m.
4:58 p.m. You're good. Push this over. Push that down. And there is the build. Very cool looking build. If it's going to you, congrats. I think you got something pretty awesome here. Once again, there's that exhibition case back. This is just, I do it by hand. I've got it on there pretty freaking tight, but I don't have anything that grabs around the edges like that. But basically, if you take that off, it's got a little gasket that goes down around there, and that's it. But there is, you got a little protective piece back here too. You should. There it is. I was like, yeah, there should be one there on the case back. As with every build, it's going to come with matching beads. Entirely up to you on how stylish you are. This is going to come in a brown. It's brown, but it does kind of look gray there. Kraken special edition box. And this is going to come with some leather conditioner. This will keep this leather strap perfectly soft. If you ever feel that it's not as soft as you'd like to be, apply it on both sides, let it soak in, remove any excess, and it will go back to being perfectly soft. Also, this will be wrapped in a nice microfiber. Typically, I've been giving out watch cleaner but my guy has a watch cleaner shortage. So if I have it, I will include it, but there's a chance that I don't. There's a chance if you already have watches from me, you probably have plenty of watch cleaner, and some of you guys have 20, 30 of them already. So it may or may not come with watch cleaner. So, but that watch cleaner is really good for grime and like older watches. So you could literally just use, I don't know, some soapy water, I guess, if you really had to. With the microfiber, you don't actually have to use, like, the stuff that I send is nice and it like eats into that stuff. It's really good for like your engineered bands and stuff like that. If you're buying like a used watch, you take that engineered band off, or that band that they have, and soak it, and you put it on top of a cloth. When you come back like 10 minutes later, you're going to be disgusted. So that's what it's good for. But so it's not critical that it comes with my watches, but I do like to include it. So if I have it, I will include it for you. So that's this build. If it's going to you, I appreciate you. Thank you for your support. And if you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out. Oh, side note, this Kraken dial style, I only have one more after it, and that will probably be the last of this style. Due to some of the stuff going on in Ukraine and Russia, the guy that I was working with on these dials, I may not be getting them anymore. So I have 2 of them left. That was one of them. I've got another one over here, and I had one set back for a customer. So if you're trying to get in on a watch, here's a good one to get in on. If you want one of these later, chances are you will have one more chance. That's about it. But once again, the dial will be slightly different than that, but it's the same kind of color style in general. So that's it. Like I said, if you want me to be able to use something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe as I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.